Hello everybody, and welcome back to round 3 of ORL. This time we're here in Austria. If you missed last time out in Brazil, we came third behind Jarno, Otmir and Barry. I'll put the standings somewhere up on the screen now. We're in 6th right now, with only 10 points after our PC crash, which is pretty unfortunate. And then our 3rd place in Brazil. So yeah, we got some work to do. Jarno streaking ahead on 50 points. Barry not too far behind. Got some work to do if we want to catch up to them, but we'll try. So cutting up to the end of our first lap, as you can tell, I wasn't happy, but a 0.3 is actually not too bad of a banker considering we were struggling in practice.
It's not even that bad.
As you can tell by my
It's
reaction.
better than I thought it would be, to be honest.
I'm pretty happy actually, considering practice we wasn't very strong, so yeah, enough for P1 for now. And as you can see, after everyone's bankers was complete, we did a we're in 3rd behind Barry and Freddy, of course. Freddy was an alien. I think he was the only person that was pretty much unbeatable. He was insane, so yeah. So now, cutting on to the start of our next lap, going into turn 1, as you can see, yeah, we did that a lot in practice. Turn 1 was pretty terrible.
I'm not too worried. The amount of times I did that in practice.
As I said, I did that so many times in practice. You can't really see the apex. So there was a few times where I was just missing the apex and then going out wide.
Burger corner.
And quick, so yeah, you can see we're over a 10th up, but we just, yeah, we lose the car. Rear end a bit unstable through there, so yeah, alright, unfortunate, but as you can see, we're still in P5 off of our banker, which isn't too bad. But now we're going to skip on to our best lap of the session, which was actually done on our 3rd run, not our last run. So into turn 1 after the 100-meter board, take as much of the curb as you can in 5th gear, and then use all of the exit curb. And as you can hear me say, it wasn't the best I've done, but we'll take it. Better than I've done through the whole weekend anyway. So turn 3, brake just after the 100-meter board on the left curb to open up the corner, and pretty nice on the traction there. That corner was really tricky in practice because of my setup, but we got it pretty nice that time. Into the next right-hander just after the 100-meter board, braking on the curb again, into 3rd gear, careful on the traction. Traffic getting out the way on the left, and then up into 7th and down to 5th, keeping the car stable. It was really hard to manage the traction, but we managed it fine. Down into the left hander, 6th gear, keep it stable once again. And this has been pretty neat and tidy. Not the fastest, but it'll do. Now coming into this really tricky right-hander, keeping it stable in 7th gear, almost running out too wide, and down to 5th, almost running wide again. And as you can see, across the line for 1 minute 2.128, and I'm happy about that again, considering
We'll take that.
Considering my pace in practice was really poor.
0.122.
But now, as we go back to the pits, you can see we lose connection to Steam. And I was worried because I wasn't sure how much time was left.
No, I need to do my final run. I need an invite.
But
wait, how? I have an Ethernet plugged in. My internet isn't even bad.
I'm pretty worried for no reason, but
no, this was
onto our final proper run where the delta's messed up, but this is where we lose all our time. As I said, the traction's hard, and then we just lose the rear end and lose a bit of time. But yeah, we'll watch the rest of the lap to see how close we get. As I say on the stream there, we choked. Down to the right-hander, nice and tidy. Better than I did before. And this corner was also better.
Did I improve?
And on the run to the line, purple sector 3, but the middle sector was poor, unfortunately. But yeah, as you can see,
if I didn't slide,
that's enough for P2 on the grid, with Freddy on pole and my teammate Simon behind us. So a nice 2-3 in qualifying for Haas.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Jarno.
And yeah, Jarno down in 11th place, starting on the hards, and you'll see that didn't turn out to be so bad for him at the end of the race, as we'll see. But
he's on the OP strip.
and as you can see by the strategy, there's 2 strategies you can do: the soft medium or the soft hard. And I was planning to go for the soft hard because, like in Brazil, I'm not sure the mediums could go to the end. So
honestly, if you get a 4-star, it's calm.
As my race engineer telling me to get a good start, thank you. Jack.
No, I did a little bit of race practice, and the fuel was quite heavy.
And yeah,
Quite heavy on fuel.
not sure how much fuel to put in, so we
Start,
go quite
what the fuck?
we go
What
quite
is the
safe, put a
darts?
lot in. As now we skip to the start of the race, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and we're away for round 3 of ORL. And as you can see, our start is pretty average. Again, Freddie maintains the lead, running a bit wider. That probably got him a warning, and you'll see throughout this race that penalties are crucial, really crucial. So we're gonna have to make sure that we don't get any ourselves. And now the task after this point was just stick with Freddie, because as we said earlier, he was an alien, already using up a load of my ERS. His pace was insane, especially when he's on the fresh tires and he's just free to push. It's super hard to stay with him, and not just him, Jarno as well, I've noticed. Their race pace is really strong right at the beginning of the race when they're trying to break the DRS. As you can see already, up to 5 tenths. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough challenge, but we'll see what we can do.
Not getting a warning, nope.
As I say, they're not getting a warning. It's really crucial, as you'll see, that we don't get a penalty. Because other people definitely do. So yeah, end of lap 1 then. Gap 7 tenths
so
already.
He's like Jarno in Italy.
As I say there, he's so fast, he's like Jarno, because they just bolt away on the first lap, and you're just left trying to go as fast as you can to catch up using ERS, trying not to get warnings. So yeah, I think we're doing an okay job. The main thing right now is that we get DRS, so 1 more lap to hold on as we close up on the brake in there. So skip into lap 3 then. As you can see, we have in fact stayed in the DRS of Freddie, but we've had to use a lot of ERS again to get there, with my teammate 7 tenths behind. So obviously behind, he's not using as much ERS as I'm using. But yeah, main thing is we've kept in the DRS. So now we just have to sit behind until pit stops, or maybe try and make a move before we pit. And going into this next one, you can see almost hitting the back of Freddie. And this is something we did quite a few times actually. We weren't expecting him to brake so early, but we never learned from our mistakes, and we came really close to hitting him a few times.
No, I did it again.
So as you can see there, almost hitting Freddie once again and get a bad exit. So we had to use a bit of ERS to
Quite early, I think.
make sure we stay away from Simon. So yeah, we need to be careful that we don't break our wing, otherwise that's race over. So now skipping on to the end of lap 11, and Freddie actually goes into the pits for the hard compound tyre. Now in my head I was thinking it was a little bit too early. I thought we needed to go lap 12 minimum. So I decided to stay out
let's go.
an extra lap, and as I said, they use up a lot of ERS to make sure that we don't get undercut. But the problem is the tyres are gone.
Maybe a mistake. Tyres are dead.
As I say, their tyres are dead, so we have to use all our ERS.
We have a lot.
As now we skip on to the end of lap 12, where we just stay within the lines.
I'm not sure if you have to take that cleanly, but I'm not risking it.
As I say, they're all slowed down, nice and easy.
Hards, let's go.
Going on to the hards, compound tyres, as I said, mediums probably won't last.
Not going to get held.
As we'll see later in the race.
Let's go.
Nice pit stop, not getting held by
Yeah,
anyone.
Jarno's doing good. It's a 5th.
And as you'll see now, coming out of the pits, that's Freddie
Oh,
on the
Hayes
left.
got-
me.
Hayes got 2 penalties.
And look how far ahead he is. 1.8 seconds. 1 lap undercut. And now that was pretty much race
That
over
gap to
because
Freddie.
Freddie's pace on fresh tyres is way too quick. So, yeah, this is going to be a challenge. And we have Alvaro behind us on the hard as well. Luckily, he didn't undercut us. Or I think maybe he hit the same lap as us, so... Yeah. Another person we have to watch out for is Simon. I think he's gone a lap longer. And he's going to go onto the medium tyres.
I think
so
Simon's
let's watch.
screwed.
Yeah, so I said that he was screwed there because I thought he's gone into the hards and he'd lose so much time. But he went onto the mediums, going for the different strategy.
Tyres must have been dead.
So now skipping on to lap 17, and as we said, Simon on the medium tyres is going to be a lot quicker than us at this point, so we just let him go. As you can see there, down the inside, trying not to lose any time. Pretty simple move. Now we have to try and stay within DRS, so then we can go back for a move at the end of the race. So it's going to be really important to just stay close behind him use some ERS if we need to. Just make sure we don't drop out of ERS. But now this, on lap 21, this was a problem here. As we can see, going into turn 3. Oh my god, he's just dived it. Caraton launches it down the inside, and then Barry gets through, and then just keep watching. Breaks too late hit on the exit, and then Hayes gets through. So we just lose 3 positions
Ridiculous.
in 2 corners. And as you'll see at the end of the race, you'll see this. This proves to be really costly in the end result. Because the amount of time we lost from there, yeah, it's
that's ridiculous.
Not ideal. So we
Caraton
sat
with
behind
damage.
them. We sat behind them for a few
Or is he
laps.
just slow because he's on the hards?
And they started battling, and as you can see now, they're side by side into turn 3.
Right,
And
whoa!
I don't know what happens here, but they go way too slow.
Caraton, you good?
As we ask Caraton if he's good there. So we don't know what happened to him, but yeah, that's the move done on Hayes. But
Bro!
as you can tell, yeah, we're getting quite frustrated. Not sure what Caraton was doing. I think.
Well, I mean, at least we're ahead of one burger.
Yes, damage surely. As we cut on to the next lap, we've got up to Caraton and Slipstream, ERS, DRS. Pretty simple move. And as you can see, Barry's already pulled away because he was on the mediums.
Alright.
So the problem is now we're out of DRS of Barry. So we're pretty
Next
much just
problem is
sitting
Barry.
duck. Barry wasn't ahead of us before. We're pretty much just sitting duck on the straight. So we're gonna have to be careful and see what we can do. So now on to lap 32, and as you can see behind me,
Thing is still on.
we have Jarno Opmia on the soft compound of tyre right behind us.
Jarno's
And at
got a
this
penalty,
point,
is he?
I was thinking he has no penalties. He's on the 2-step
No.
softer tyres, and it just being Jarno, there is absolutely no way that we are gonna be able to stay ahead of him. So at this point, I was just like, we let him go, and then just try and sit in his DRS, and either see if we can go for a move on the last lap, or just hope that he gets a penalty, because without them 2 things happening, yeah, we're definitely not going to beat him. So this is just what happens if you do the alternate strategy and you keep it clean and you have good pace. The race really comes to you at the end.
Is he waiting
So-
for the next straight? Okay.
Yeah, as I say on stream there, he's going to wait for the next straight. We're not gonna make it hard for him. There's no point defending if he's just going to get through at some point anyway. So we just pull to the
Just
left,
go.
let him go.
Just go.
As we say there, just go. So now the goal is just stick with him.
Oh my.
It's going to be pretty
I
hard.
mean, if my tyres are this dead, what's happening to the softs?
As I'm saying there, if my tyres are dead, then surely the medium tyres are just done for. And as you'll see at the end of the race, we'll see if that's true or not. But yeah, as you see Jarno through the middle sector pulling away already, 6/10.
I mean, mediums.
So we just need to stick with him, not make a mistake, because if we make a
They're
mistake,
just
then
maintaining gap.
we've 100%
Yeah.
lost it.
Signpost is Freddy.
As my race engineer there, Jack, saying that the mediums aren't even losing time to the hards with 2 laps to go. So maybe mediums was the right choice, but we'll see. But yeah. So cut down to lap 36 then. We managed to stick in Jarno's DRS.
Was that
And
to
as
Simon?
you can see, Simon, my
He's got a
teammate,
puncture! He's got a puncture! No way! No way! Jarno's won!
You're gonna win. Jarno's won? No way.
my
If Jarno
teammate-
wasn't having, we would have won!
who was on for the win, gets a puncture on
Oh
the
my, if we
final
didn't get
lap.
burgered by Caraton.
Yeah, just
He's
talking
gone,
about
Simon's
incident
gone.
with Caraton there.
Yeah. No, you're in Barry's and so on. No, Barry's and Freddy's 6.
Yeah, so
Jarno, man.
Barry and Rasmussen had 6 seconds penalties.
I can't believe it! Jarno has won the race!
Wait, hang on. Have you crossed the line?
No,
It's close between you and Freddy, I think.
so we can't get to the final corner. It's going to be close to within 6
Did I get
seconds
it?
of
Did I get
Freddy.
it? Second.
110.
No way!
Jarno!
No! Closest to Freddy.
I would have been with
So,
Barry
yeah.
anyway. I would have had Barry
Taking
TRS as
P2
well.
there. Jarno
Yeah.
wins from 11th on the grid. Really
Well-
good drive from him. So after that race, I believe we are now P3 in the championship. Still not where I would want to be, but you know, best of the rest if you take into account how fast Jarno and Barry are. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching, boys. We'll be back next week for, it is Australia, I believe. a pretty terrible track for me, but we'll see what he can do. So yeah, thank you for watching and see you in the next one.